Hey everybody, today I'm going to talk to you about changing the background on Google Slides. And there's a bunch of themes you can insert right away, or you can choose a background image. But for distance learning or even in class learning, you might want to put a graphic organizer as the background or some sort of template as the background. So I'm going to walk you through some steps to help you create lessons today. So I just opened, I went to my drive and I created a new slides, and it pops up right away with the themes. So you can have one of these as your background if you want, or you could go to background and choose an image, and you could upload something, take a picture with your camera, do URL, use your Google Photos, Google Drive, and search Google Images. Now, what I want to focus on is inserting a pre-made graphic organizer or template. So I know a lot of us have curriculums for math and reading and science and social studies that might have graphic organizers or worksheets that the kids are doing. So I'm going to show you how to insert one as a background and how kids could use it. So I went ahead and pulled up one of my graphic organizer worksheet things I had made. This is define and write. It's for vocabulary. So they would write the word here, write a definition, and write a sentence for this one. So if I'm not in person, I might not be able to give them a paper copy of this, or even in the classroom, I might have a kid who prefers to type. So I'm going to insert this as a background. Now, look at this. The layout of this is not ideal for this. So I'm going to change my slide size in Google Slides. I'm going to go File, and I'm going to go to Page Setup. And then I'm going to go to Custom. I want it like a regular sheet of paper. So I want the height to be 11, and I want the width, oops, this is the height. I want this to be 11, and this to be 8.5. I'm going to apply it, and it's going to change my layout. I'm going to get rid of these text boxes. And now I'm going to turn my worksheet or graphic organizer into a picture so that I can put it as a background. So what I'm going to do is I am on a PC. So on a PC, you can just search for snipping tool. I really like the snipping tool. I know Macs have them as well. Like they don't have one per se, but they have a workaround to use one like that. So if you're a Mac person, Google snipping tool for Mac, and they'll give you some ways you can do it. If you are on a Chromebook, you can take a screenshot. So you hit Control and then the show windows key, which is the rectangle with two horizontal lines next to it. So hit those at the same time, and it will take a screenshot of your whole page. Let's say you only want part of your page. Hit that Control, show windows key, and Shift at the same time, and then it will let you drag and decide what you want to screenshot. So that's how you can use it on a Chromebook. So I'm on a PC, so I'm using the snipping tool. Just going to go New, and I'm going to do that. Here it is. It's not perfect. If I don't like it because it has the edge, I can redo it. And then I'm going to File, Save As. And I have mine saving as JPEGs right now because that's my best resolution. But a PNG file is fine too. So JPEG, and I'm just going to name it and save it. Now I'm going to go back to my Google Slides, and I'm going to go Background, choose Image, Browse. I have this just saved on my desktop, but you can save it wherever. Upload. Done. So now this is my background. So for kids to use this, I could insert text boxes. I could just insert text boxes here, and I could say type here. And I'm just doing Control C and Control V to copy and paste. And I might want to make this bigger for them. Now, you might not feel like you need to insert text boxes for kids, depending on the age level, but it might be helpful just to get them started. So here's like an example. So right now I have the text boxes in for that first row. And if I wanted to, I selected them all and I'm just copying and pasting them, and I'm just going to move them to every row so they have them. And when I assign this to students, I might want to clarify in the side some directions. So I could make a text box over here, and I'm going to make the size of the font bigger so it's easier to read. Ideal size for digital is at least 18 to 24, if not bigger. I'm going to say directions on the side, and I would type my directions here. I might say something like, make sure to delete my text and write your text. Or if I didn't insert text boxes, I would maybe write a clue on a tip on how to insert text boxes. If I feel like the kids need to zoom in, I might insert a tip on how to zoom in. And I find it really helpful, like if I'm telling kids to zoom in, to add like the symbol of zoom in. So you can do that easily by going insert, image, search the web, and type in like zoom in, and these pop up. So I might say insert that, and this looks very similar to that, and say something like, use the magnifying glass with the plus sign to zoom in. So I might say something like that and make my text bigger. Remember, we want to make sure everything's legible, because when a student does this activity, they aren't making it full screen. To edit this, they can't put it into present mode to make it full screen. So they're editing it like you are editing it. It's the same size for them. So make sure you think of things that they might need help with, like zooming in. Otherwise, it's a pretty simple thing to do. So just remember that you can save things as images, insert them in the background, and overlay text boxes. And then you could send this to kids and they can send it back to you. I like to share in Google Classroom as Force Make a Copy. You could also just share it on a different platform as a Force Make a Copy. If you don't know how to force a student to make a copy, I have a video on that too, so check that out. Please comment with any questions you have.